Hey, my wonderful Libra Divine Feminine placements. This is your September extended monthly Tarotscope. From Christina, Ginger Mama, happy to be here. I am ready to dive into it. Ooh, what is popping up on my thing right now? It said something had crashed. It's nothing super important, but maybe you're feeling like that, or you might be in the month of September like, what is happening? Something is crashing. Why is my life not organized in the way it normally is? When I did the masculine, which please watch both, see what similarities or differences might be there for you. We all hold masculine and feminine energy. We just get in these states where we're more imbalanced in one or the other. And what I was channeling for the masculine Libras, but also I feel like feminine too, like it feels very overlapped, is this idea of like, you're trying so hard to make your physical space perfect. Like, if my office can be clean and organized, and my closet, and this is how I like things, and I always do it this way, and this is where this goes, and this is where that goes, and you've done a great job, right? But suddenly, as you're doing shadow work, or you're feeling the energy of these moon cycles and things, having more dreams, you're just like trouble sleeping, whatever it might be for you, you're like having difficulty keeping up that pace in 3D. And so you're beating yourself up. Well, wait a second. I messed up that. I didn't do the dishes. I didn't do that thing. Oh my goodness. And you're beating yourself up. Stop. Okay? The number one thing you have to learn is it's going to get messy while you ascend. It's going to get messy. Your house is not going to be what it was. Your physical space is going to take a toll. Not forever, but for a period of time. Because what you're doing is organizing your internal balance, your internal self. You're figuring out what you really want out of life, okay? And what you need to still heal and purge and all of this. And oftentimes we think we healed because we talked about something to a counselor one time. But we didn't really sit in stillness and union with Source to go through the pain of the anxiety, the fear, to really feel it, to release it in union, in co-creation with the higher realms. And to release that, not with someone else telling us how to do it, but with us intuitively doing that. And so oftentimes it does get to a place where you have to pull back. You're taking a day off work or a day in bed, or you're just journaling, you're writing, you're getting lost in these thoughts and feelings, you're meditating, and you pull back a little bit from your 3D reality, okay? And I know that can be scary. It's like, but really, the world's not going to fall apart if your dishes aren't done tonight, okay? They can be done tomorrow or the following day. I promise you. But what will happen is you will begin to fall apart if you're pushing against this awakening, this ascension journey. You're going to begin to feel weaker and weaker. And so be mindful of that, okay? We can get into the cards. The month is going to start out, as we lead up to the full moon. The month always starts out like this. But yeah, Queen of Swords reversed. Stop. This is air sign energy. I know you want it this way and that way, especially in your physical space. This is asking you to drop your sword a little bit, drop your guard, drop this obsession with perfection. Why are you so obsessed with outward perfection? The way you look, the way you appear, all these things. But what about internally? Are you looking internally? Where are you not perfect internally? Because we all have issues there. And sometimes when we have issues there, we have trouble communicating, trouble being clear. We're too cold with people, too cutthroat, too emotionally blocked. Oftentimes in our reality, we'll get super organized so we feel better about ourselves. And you're being asked to stop with the external reality right now and go inward and really get real. If I had to judge myself and how I'm treating others, what would that look like? Okay, and there's nothing wrong with you or anyone else. This is what everyone has to do, is really get clear about that. But on the 5th, we have Venus in Virgo, okay? Virgo is a very intuitive sign. A lot of people don't realize that. It is earth sign energy, this planet of love. We're grounded in this energy. So it is a little bit more organized, but it's also very intuitive. Like, okay, what could I be committed to that also brings this intuitive, spiritual, love to it? What is self-love? What is love with others? And as I talk about love with others, on the 6th, we have the moon in Aquarius. And she will stay there until the 8th and be conjunct Saturn, okay? And so when we have Aquarius conjunct Saturn, what this is about is, again, the collective. What does your tribe look like? What does your soul family look like? What about family, friends? Oftentimes we have all these people in our orbit. But when we really pause to look around, we realize the conversations are repetitive. Everything seems the same. It's like, Yeah, how was your week? How is this? And then you start to realize, oh my God, I'm in a programmed loop. I do the exact same thing every day. I talk to the same people in the same way, in the same style. And am I really happy with that? How long have I been doing this? Am I really fulfilled? Is that really set my soul on fire? And if you're happy with what you're doing, great, keep going. But many people, if they're feeling uncomfortable in any way, it's because you're called to get out of that. You're called to become more. We are always growing and evolving. Like I say, it's like a tree or a piece of grass or a cloud in the sky. It doesn't just stay, everyone. It has to move. It has to evolve. It has to change. And if you are not evolving, moving, and growing, or only doing it in one way, the universe is going to keep putting pressure on you because you are designed to continue to evolve lifetime after lifetime, day after day, moment after moment. Okay, so really just kind of focus on those collective issues, the deep collective reckoning of like, what is the purpose of this awakening, these healing journeys, what's going on in my reality, okay? The 9th, we have Mercury retrograde starting. I know people get a little like, oh shit, what does that mean? Well, what does that mean, everybody? That means many of you divine feminines are going to have an emperor, God confirming. They're going to be reaching out to you, okay? And you're like, yay! Well, hold on. The emperor is still in a controlling energy. They're still not ready to commit. They're still not fully getting this spiritual lesson. Many of them will be reaching out because they feel that intense retrograde full moon energy. The retrograde starts on the 9th, especially if your counterparts have Libra placements or you do. The 10th is the full moon in Pisces, especially those Pisces placements. Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, and Pisces are going to feel that kick of like, I really got to reach out in some way or say something. But be mindful. If this person is not willing to commit to seeing you in person, to talking about this, to dating you, to telling you what the hell's been going on, they're back out. They're back out. The universe is going to keep putting the pressure on them. They cannot run from this. And so if you take that on, I mean, everyone knows the way I read tarot. If you don't know, I made an agreement when I started with Source. This would be like Source confirming the hand of God. There are 4 aces, but this is my number 1 card in the deck. That's the yellow brick road to New Earth. And so they're on this road. Rest assured, your masculines just like you are. But understand that like they're not through the gates yet. They're not there yet. They're not on bended knee crying out to God saying, thank you for this connection. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for these awakenings. I will do what it takes. And I know many of you divine feminines, that's where you've been. And if you've not been there yet, you better tap into some of that gratitude and stop worrying about this emperor. Okay? Because right now they're not understanding. And you, by the way, do not reach out to them right now. The only reason you should be reaching out is if you've not fully released. If you want to know more about release step, please go to my website and you can read about that. It's basically telling someone I have a connection with you, I really care about you, I'd like to be in a relationship with you. And if they run, ghost, use any excuse, I'm not ready, I'm not this, I'm not that, then you pull back and you're out, okay? But the moon here, you might be finding out some secrets. Maybe they are going to get, if you push to that level of like, why are you reaching out? Tell me the truth. Maybe you will see how they actually feel. But I feel like many of them are going to maybe tell you something about how they feel, but again be like, but I don't want a commitment with you. I don't want a family with you. And it's that thing where they're trying to trigger you. They're trying to push back. I really care about you. I want a friendship with you. I this, I that. But they don't want it all with you. No, that is not fair to feminine energy. If you have a connection this strongly with someone, if you have romantic feelings towards someone, love towards someone, then it's imperative you do not experience them at all, energetically or in 3D, unless they're willing to match that with you. Because you will always be heartbroken. They will always hold the upper hand. And this is about balance. If they cannot, if you don't matter to them in that way, then they wouldn't be uncomfortable right now. And that's what the universe is trying to show them. There's a reason they miss you. There's a reason they're uncomfortable. And now they're feeling like, well, it's just I need to say sorry. It's like, no, it's because you're meant to be with this person. And so the Tower reversed is a reminder, feminine Libra energy, you can stay out of Tower moments as long as you're boomeranging this back. Someone's reaching out, don't get all excited by the one text. Just be like, okay, great. Are we going to talk tomorrow? Okay, great. Are you ready to be in a relationship? Okay, great. Let's talk on the phone. Let's have a full conversation. If they're just shooting a little text, trying to avoid, they are not healed. You've had to heal your anxious attachment going through Tower moment after Tower moment on your own. They must begin to go through these Tower moments of fear about getting over their avoidant attachment style. And the more they can communicate, the more they can walk through that fear and see that it's safe, the better they are going to feel. But every single time they're trying to give just the tiniest a bit so they feel better, that's just like when you were trying to reach out and you knew you shouldn't be, okay? This is something they need to do with source. So you got to trust that. 10-10 on my timer as I say that. Many of them still in third-party dynamics, still not wanting to tell you the truth that they knew they had a connection with you, but they purposely chose this so they could avoid true feeling, they could avoid true connection. And so they're going to get to a place where they're going to, explain it. But in the meantime, that full moon in Pisces is a call for you to let go. Continue to release this connection. Continue to call in conscious connection, whether it's this person or someone else. Continue to focus on work right now. You should be in your masculine energy. You should be working, creating, producing. Yeah, many of you, it's like, stop being wishy-washy about this. You know it's not shady. Some of you may be called to be online. Some of you may be called to pull back a little bit from being online and ask yourself, what tangible ways can I work with source in whatever career? Any career field you are in, I assure you, you can tap into source. That crown chakra activating, that throat chakra unblocking is going to serve you very well in the workplace. Okay, as we hit the 23rd, we're still in Mercury retrograde, everybody. It's going on through the end of the month. So be mindful of any exes reaching out. But we have the new moon in Virgo on the 25th. Actually, we have the new moon, in Libra on the 25th, but Mercury retrograde will be in Virgo. So if you have more Virgo placements, or your person does, towards the end of the month, expect more of a reach out. If it's more Libra, it's probably earlier in the month. But the 29th, we have Venus in Libra as well. So that last week is going to be a great time for true connection, true romance, things like that, whether that's self-love, love with someone else. Some of these masculines, if they're reaching out, and they're actually in earnest, if they're really, I feel like some of them could reach out with that initial small thing, and if you throw it back like, this isn't going to be enough, we need to talk in person, this isn't going to work for me, maybe that's, a good time to plan seeing someone in person would be the end of the month. Just the astrology feels a lot calmer. After new moons, that week after, we're normally feeling a lot more kind of like gentle, lovey, clear-headed. But yeah, around that full moon, it can get really like, I don't know. So be mindful of your responses as well. Take your time in responding. Don't feel like you need to respond immediately, okay? Yeah, confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. Confidence, everybody. Again, that solar plexus. I continue to talk about my right side kind of hurts near my rib. That is about self-worth, confidence, our solar plexus. So whether it's work where you need to be more vocal and confident, and or your relationships, now is the time to focus on that in the month of September. Let's see here if there's anything else from this deck. Let's leave that. I am gonna, this one wants to peek out. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Yeah, and it's funny, as an Aries, sign, Aries energy, the Emperor, by the way, embodies Aries energy. Aries, especially as that first sign of the zodiac, they're very physical. They want things in their reality. They want touch. They want 3D. I need this. Like, it's not just energetically. And so that's what the universe is trying to do right now, is balance out this zodiac wheel, right? We have Aquarius and Pisces at the end that is a lot more like, it's fine, free floating, we'll connect when we connect. And the universe is trying to say both need to manifest, right? And both need more balance. Both sides of the zodiac wheel are a little skewed sometimes. And so maybe focusing on calling that in, like, you deserve in-person love. You deserve to see someone and look them in the eye and hear their voice and touch them and be with someone that you love. You're not here to date a ghost for the rest of your experience on earth, okay? Because I know, sweetness and pain, you feel like it's so painful and you want this sweetness. So call it in. Again, if it's not this person, maybe it's someone new. But you need to get to a place where you're like, I know I'm ready for love and I deserve whatever love it is you want. It is not gonna work for you just to like, I'll just date a ghost forever, God, that's fine. No, toughen up a little bit, have some confidence, okay? Really get clear here. And that's why if this person reaches out, which I really think they will, if you know they're not for you, if it's a past energy, then peace out. It's done, okay? Maybe it's an ex or something like that. Here we do not have any twin flame cards. It's just an emperor who maybe you used to be married to as well. The Hierophant here, 10 of Cups reversed. Could be a Taurus, Aries energy. It's not your person, right? So be confident in that. But if you know it is your person, then yeah, push for more clear commitment or communication. But I'm telling you, retrograde, it's like the X's of everyone come out. Yeah, my right ear is ringing as I say that. Anxiety reversed. No need to get anxious over this. Your confidence. You know who you are. You are the embodiment of self-love, compassion, fire, confidence, okay? So I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. It is difficult to do these readings and like when there's so many energies, right? But yeah, peace reversed and disruption. Some of you are gonna have disruptions this month and feel like people are invading your peace, whether it's friends, family, old lovers, someone who actually loves you, who knows. Keep going, get through it. And I'm telling you, by the end of the month, especially that new moon energy on the 25th, Libra season coming in, we're going to have a lot more balance. And the thing is, if you haven't been doing the work on both your feminine and masculine energy, on both your career and like, you know, manifesting love, all of this, you're going to have massively imbalanced scales. It's going to be rocky. But if you've really been doing the work on speaking your truth, on manifestation, on calling things in, clearing your energy, you're going to be feeling really good by the end of the month, okay? But remember, these things are temporary, and when we take action, we always feel better. If you go to gingermama.com, you can always book a personal session with me. I also have free blog content, and I'm over on TikTok all the time with updates. I love all of you. Have a great day. See you next month. Hey everyone, Christina here real quick, because I never even watch these back before I upload, but I was checking with Source. This didn't come out in the cards, but they want me to harp on this. Any anger you feel about past connections, okay, or this person reaching out once again but not committing, you really need to channel this month. Okay, this is not all love and light. And when we talk about channeling anger, it's doing so in a healthy way, okay? Punching a pillow, going outside, you know, like taking a hammer to some dirt or a shovel to some dirt, dancing, like calling in this energy, really channeling it, writing a letter, burning that letter, especially with the full moon, releasing. I think sometimes feminine energy is so afraid to really walk through that. And so especially whether it's a karmic ex, a twin flame, whatever situation, channel that anger and you're going to feel better, okay? If you hide from anger, you won't. Anger is what helps protect us, okay? And so yeah, I know we all make mistakes. We fire off the text. We say things we don't want to say, but don't do that. Don't go towards someone and go off, okay? I need you to do this on your own. But Source really wanted that shared. So are we good? Yes. All right. I just want to make sure I wasn't going over on time, but that's an important message. And again, happy to talk to any clients about how to do this if you need assistance. I love all of you.